decided I needed to read a little bit this morning. I've only been doing this for a few days, and I can tell that I'm. This is gonna be difficult for me in a lot of different ways that I wasn't really anticipating, but it's good. It's very good to do those difficult things. So yeah, I posted a couple videos about what I believe. Some of the scripture that's important to me, and I sort of started. If you see the Gospels, how they're laid out in the Bible, you have Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. So I was talking a little bit about Matthew chapter 5 and what that means to me. That's, if you're just reading the Gospels in order, that's very, very early in the teachings of Jesus. It's sort of some first principles that you can rely on that really help. And yeah, I was feeling this morning like I just needed to read a little, and sort of just took a few minutes, thought about that before I just started reading. I think it's always a good idea. You do it your way, whatever works for you. But sometimes that's all I need, is just a pause, just a little bit of a break, just a little bit of time to sit with my thoughts, and then just pray a little. And the way I pray, whenever I do that, I try to be as receptive as possible. I don't come with a wish list or a bunch of asks, or hey, this is what I'm thinking about doing, help me do it. I come usually with doubt and confusion, and just hope I get a little bit of clarity, and then I do a little bit of reading. So where that led me today was interesting. It was almost like the very end of the Gospel. So I was looking at John. I think I mentioned in one of my other videos, you've got to just, I don't know, look at John a little bit differently. John's a different thing than the other Gospels. I think if you spend any time in the Word, you can see that. If you're somebody who really hasn't read the Bible much, maybe you grew up, your parents were Christian, and of course were exposed to a lot of things and learned a lot of things and heard a lot of things, but never really went on your own journey with Scripture. You may not just understand and see how different John is from the other three Gospels, but I don't know how I would describe Jesus in a respectful way in the Gospel of John compared to the other Gospels, but I mean this with all respect, zero criticism or judgment on the Scripture, but Jesus is very much a man. In the first three Gospels, he has a ministry that he is giving. He's a teacher. He performs some miracles and starts to make it pretty obvious that he's not like everybody else. So he's clearly more than just a man in the other three Gospels. But then you get to the Gospel of John, and it's just like, the gloves are off. The full power of Jesus and what he claims to be, and what everybody sees him as in the Gospel of John is very different. But he's still a man. And toward the end of the Gospel of John, right before the arrest, the trial, the crucifixion, the resurrection, just right before that is what I consider sort of the end of the ministry that he had with his disciples. That's the last time he's sitting down with them, and it's funny. There's a comment from the disciples, like I think it's the end of chapter 16. They're like, "We get it. You're finally talking to us in a plain way. Now we get it. Oh, we really appreciate this straightforward talk you're giving us. It's a big help." So that straightforward talk that he's given is, chapter 15, chapter 16. There's just a lot of really good, direct instruction from the teacher to the students that are about to go through a very, very difficult time. And yeah, he talks about a lot of things, but he does talk about the Spirit. And I talked a little bit about this just briefly in one of the videos I did. It's part of the good news. This is a good thing. It's good that I go away so that this other Spirit, this comforter, this companion, this powerful gift is coming, and it's good. It's good for you. He says, I think it's in chapter 16. He says, I've got a lot to tell you guys still. I mean, just imagine you start this ministry and you spend 3 years just trying to get as much accomplished as you can. Gather this group of followers that you can teach, that can carry on your message and bring it to other people, and then grow that and grow that and grow that and end up where we are today. But yeah, Jesus makes it pretty clear there that I've not told you everything. I've got a lot left to say, but I'll bring that through this Spirit of truth that comes after I'm gone. So, if I've said anything in my videos about that Spirit that I don't know, put you off, or put you in a place where that's a little too woo-woo for me. I'm not ready to believe that that's as real as maybe what I believe it is. Yeah, John 16 does a pretty good job of what Jesus intended with that Spirit and why that's so important, and the rest of this truth that he has to give. He can't tell us all the truth just in this 3-year ministry that he has. And then again, I think it's important when we're trying to understand these teachings to actually just read it like you would a book, or a TV show or a movie. Like, you don't have to constantly be going away from what you're reading and this message and go somewhere else. Like, oh, what is he talking about here? And then jump over to this other book and this other chapter and this other verse that is related to it to really get what he's talking about. I think it's really helpful for me. I hope it's helpful for other people. And if you've never tried this, I hope you will try it, just to stay with the story. Read it how it was written and how it was delivered, and what was said right before, what was said right after. I think it really, really helps. You don't have to know everything about the Old Testament or Revelation or the epistles of Paul and all these things. You don't have to go to these other places to just get the message. I encourage you to just read the message, and if it's somehow not getting to where you hoped it was, if it's not making complete sense to you, that's what Jesus is talking about when he's talking about this spirit of truth that comes after him. That's what's there for you. So you can go to that spirit and get all sorts of help. So I would just encourage you to do that. Helps me. I hope it helps other people. I know it has. It's not like I came across this key to unlock the mystery of it all or the depth of it all. It's right there. It's in the instructions, straight from the mouth of Jesus. So I'd encourage you to trust it and try it out. I don't have any judgment about how other people do it. I think we're all figuring out how to do this whole thing. I'm sitting in the woods on a hammock talking about my thoughts and beliefs, and I don't know, later I'm sure at some point I'll post this and watch this back and see it from a different perspective, and hope that I can learn a little bit from what I was thinking and what I was saying in this moment. But that's just me in this moment, trying to make sense of it all. And it's only been a few days, and it's already helping. It's helping get some of these things, I guess. That's an interesting choice. From the head to the heart. So, yeah. I think it's helping me doing this. So, thanks for being a part of it. If along the way I make mistakes, I say AD instead of BC, and I say chapter 6 or instead of chapter 5. If I do those things, I'm just gonna have to let those mistakes go. I hope you'll let some of that go too. If you see a mistake or something that needs to be clarified, please clarify it. I know a lot of people that'll watch these videos have a very, very good understanding of what's in the Gospels, and a lot of times I could use your help. So thanks for being a part of this. It's been a good morning so far. Yeah. I hope you have a good day. Hug those people you love. Tell those people you love how much you love them. I'll try to do that too, a little bit better than I have. So, again, thanks. I'll talk to you guys later.